Hi, my name is Megan, Bytheway. I completed my interpreting diploma in 2014. Then, shortly after, I went off and did my NATI test and was able to start work in 2015. And I considered where I might actually go. And of course, it was a natural choice to go to Auslan Connections. They've got a great connection to the community, and I'd heard from others that they really looked after their interpreters. So I guess I've been working for them now for 7 years, actually more than 7 years. I know sometimes people might look at me and perhaps this little bit of grey at the side and think that I have been interpreting for a long time. But actually, I'm kind of newish. 7 years is really not that long. An organisation's connection to the deaf community, I think, is really important. I've always felt that if you serve the deaf community, you also need to contribute to the deaf community as well. So when I was considering an organisation to work for as an interpreter, I thought that strong connection to deaf community was a really important factor. When I was maybe 5 or 6 years of age, my father was a teacher of the deaf. Through that time, it was signed English used in schools, so I learnt that as a language first. Then I slowly started to pick up more and more Auslan. My parents separated and my father remarried a deaf lady who I just love. So she really was responsible for correcting me and making sure I was getting my signing right. Plus, meeting her friends, mingling in the deaf community became more and more a thing for me. When I became an interpreter, I felt like I matured a little bit more and understood the community better. And look, some of my best friends now are deaf, so that connection to the community has strengthened even more. Really, there is no typical day for an interpreter. You could be off to the dentist and then go to a doctor's appointment, daycare. You could be at a school. There's just so many possibilities. You could be anywhere. And sometimes you'll arrive at a job and realize that, oh, geez, I need to brush up on that topic. Sometimes it'll be the first time I've encountered it. So sometimes I'll go home, do a bit more research. You can't just get your qualification and assume that you'll just get on with the job. There's a necessity to learn, research, meet people and ask questions. It could be new every day and it's quite incredible. It's the best job. Yeah, interpreting work does provide variety and flexibility, it is important. It gives me that work-life balance. It means it's possible for me to pick work that suits the schedule for my kids, or, it could be if I have a full day job on one day, the next day I might be really tired. So it means I can pick a lighter workload just to make sure that I keep my fitness and, I'm not too overtired. Now, and sometimes it happens, not often, but it does happen that interpreting jobs are kind of emotionally hard. So sometimes I give myself that kind of mental downtime so that I can keep on at the job. I love working with other interpreters. It's one of my favourite things to do. When you're working together with someone, you can learn, teach, support one another. It is brilliant. Often our work is really solitary. We head out into the community on our own, and it can feel a little lonely at times. So if we have the opportunity to work with another person, we find there's an opportunity to debrief, chat, catch up on what's happening in the community, and I think it's just a lovely thing to do. It's one of my favourites. The other thing is too that you can learn from each other. You can learn about how another person interprets things, and so then I can move that into my own interpreting work. It's an opportunity for professional exchange as well. Yeah, I'm an interpreter, and I'm also new to teaching interpreting students through the interpreting course. Part of the reason I got involved is because, well, first of all, I love to learn new things. It's one of my favourite things to do. But it also gives me the opportunity not only to learn how to become an educator for adults, I'm not a school teacher, but how to train people. It also gives me that perspective of what I need to improve and practice. So I need to improve myself so that I can better assist other people to improve as well. It's funny, I think back and I wish I had, I don't know, more when I was going through my interpreting course. That's not to say my teachers weren't fantastic. They were great, so there was no problem there. It's more about when I met other interpreters. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that stuff before? So I think I'm getting involved from that perspective to provide new baby interpreters that are learning how to become interpreters, encouraging them. And it's not just about me teaching them, but I actually learn a great deal from them as well. I don't know, it feels like it's good for me, good for them, and well, hopefully it's encouraging good future interpreters. If you've been thinking about maybe becoming an interpreter, just do it. Come on.